Gun Talk is brought to you by Black Hills Ammo, Nosler, Liberty Safes, and Walther.
Let's talk about the legal issues with carrying a gun, using a gun in self-defense. A lot of people ask, well, when can I shoot? Wrong question. The question should be, when must I shoot? And the corollary to that is, how do I avoid shooting in the first place? Because trust me, the last thing you want to do is pull the trigger on your gun. I tell people it's going to cost you $100,000 to pull the trigger. Legal fees, you probably get sued, a lot of other things. So let's talk about the legal aspect of that. Stand your ground laws. All a stand your ground law means is that you do not have to retreat before using deadly force. What it says is, if you're legal where you are, you can defend yourself where you are. That's important because before these laws were passed, people were actually getting charged when they saved themselves and their families because they didn't run away. So a stand your ground law just means you can defend yourself where you are. The more important issue, though, is the self-defense laws. When can you use your gun in self-defense? It's actually pretty simple. You have to be in fear for your life or grave bodily harm. In other words, this person that you pulled your gun on or that you shot was going to harm you. So you look at the situation. If a guy's just yelling at you, maybe not. But if a guy's coming at you with a knife, absolutely. Again, however, the best way to win a gunfight is to never get in one in the first place. If maybe you tried to avoid it, maybe even you tried to back out and get away from the situation, you're probably in a good position. Get a good lawyer and defend yourself. But know what the laws are, because those legal issues are waiting for you after the event.
The .380 ACP has been a really popular concealed carry cartridge for the last several years. The gun that really introduced it back into the market and got people excited about it again was the Ruger LCP. Small gun, easy to carry, and now they have the Ruger LC380, which is basically kind of the daddy version of that. It's still a .380, but it's a little bit full-size gun, easier to shoot, more ammo.
Best thing about this one, it just allows you a little bit more grip. So now you can go ahead and control that recoil just a little bit more.
You know, I kind of like that for people who are recoil sensitive. It's a .380, but you have more gun to hold on to. It's a pretty easy gun to shoot. This is a pretty neat little holster for it. It's called the Recluse. And when you slip it in your pocket, it just disappears. It kind of looks like a wallet. So drawing from this is pretty simple. You slip your hand in between the holster and the gun, and you come out. So Benny, let's shoot this LC380, show how controllable that recoil is.
You got it, Ryan. Here we go.
The gun just doesn't move, huh?
No, at least that time, you know, it allowed us to get a real good grip on it, and you can see that you could actually fire this gun a lot faster if you wanted to. So the accuracy's still there, good grip, compact, but still concealable. Yep. Outstanding gun.
This should have been covered in your concealed carry class, but sometimes it's not. And actually, it's the thing that a lot of people don't think about. It's the aftermath. You have been in a self-defense shooting situation. Then what? Well, first of all, you need to have thought about this ahead of time. You have to have a plan. Don't make this stuff up right there. Right after the shots, you want to be yelling, call 911, call 911, because you want everybody calling the police. That way, other people are calling in. It also helps identify you as the good guy. Remember, there may be other people with guns there. Other citizens and undercover cops, off-duty cops, and of course the police are going to be arriving. When the police show up, they're expecting to see somebody with a gun and they know there's a crime that's been committed. Don't be holding your gun. Put it on the ground or put it in your holster. Get your hands up. You are no threat. Understand, you're going to be handcuffed. You may even be arrested. People will say, well, just don't talk to the police at all. Not sure that's a really good idea, because you can talk to them and help your case, but you should point out evidence. There's the knife, there's the gun. There are the witnesses who saw this. Don't let that evidence walk away, because they can help you. At that point, probably say, officer, you and I both know this is really serious stuff, and I'll be happy to cooperate after I've talked to my attorney. At that point, you better have already lined up an attorney ahead of time and have his or her phone number in your phone. You call your attorney, you shut up after that, and then be quiet and wait till you get legal help. What you do in the first 5 to 30 minutes after the shooting will determine where you get to live for the next 20 years.
Smells like Texas. Jeez, these slug bugs are crazy today.
Bang,
Bang, bang, bang, bang, bang,
You can
bang.
shoot from one to the other. I wouldn't worry a whole lot about that focus, maybe it's the
Chitty,
same.
chitty, bang, bang.